We're back from bicycling the Carriage roads here at Acadia National Park. It's Kim's first time. And we've done 35 miles of Carriage roads. What do you think?
I loved it. I saw Acadia in a whole different way the last 2 days. Being able to go on the Carriage trails where you don't have car traffic is very, very special. And you just pass ponds and lakes and the ocean, and you see wilderness and wild animals. I mean, my goodness, we saw a porcupine and a jackrabbit and deer, and it's just, and frogs. You just see things in a completely different way, and I'm really glad we did it on the bikes instead of walking.
I'm having to edit this because the traffic is now here. Yes. Officially July 3rd at 8 a.m. today, July 3rd, Maine has opened up the floodgates, and trust me, the people have come.
They have arrived.
They are here.
Which was another really great reason why we're on the Carriage trails, because there's no cars.
No cars. So here's where's more traffic coming by.
Bikers and hikers.
When we went out of the RV park yesterday morning, the park was empty. When we arrived last night at about 9 o'clock last night after bicycling the Carriage roads yesterday,
we were shocked to see what we saw.
It was full. The difference between night and day.
Yeah.
We kayaked, we hiked, and we biked Acadia. And by far, for me, the peacefulness is in the bicycling the Carriage roads.
Definitely. I mean, it's really worth doing. It's.
What was your favorite Carriage road, if you can remember?
Oh my. I love the piece of when you're riding. You're in the forest, you have trees all around you, but you look off and there's a pond. There's just something about the water and the lily pads.
She loves the water.
That's what I like. What about you?
Well, the Around the Mountain Carriage road was spectacular and has to be my favorite by far. So now that we're done bicycling, what do you have in mind for dinner tonight?
Well, I'm gonna make a sausage tortellini soup, and it's just packed full of flavor. It's super simple. It takes less than 30 minutes, but when you've had a long day and you need to replenish your fuel in your tank, this is a really good one.
Yeah.
It tastes good, it's got plenty of calories, and it's just gonna warm our bodies up, because it'll just, it'll cool down here shortly when that sun sets.
So we're going to show you how to make it, and we're here at our overlook, or one of our overlooks. This is overlooking Eagle Lake. It's not the main overlook, and the reason that we chose this overlook is because it will be less busy, and we're looking for a little bit more of solitude today. So let's get started on your tortellini. All right, here we go.
So I'm getting ready to make the soup, and I have pretty much everything I need right here. I just got to add it together. So I'm going to chop an onion, saute an onion, then I'm going to add the spicy Italian sausage to that. Once this is brown, I'm going to add the vegetable broth, a can of fire roasted diced chilies, and then 2 tablespoons of basil, and some salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to let that get hot, and once that gets hot, I'm going to add the tortellini. These cook very quickly, like in 4 minutes. So you just have to kind of be standing right here. And then at the very end, you just add the spinach until it wilts. And that's it. It's so simple. So let's get started. Okay, let's turn that down a little bit. I'm going to add a little bit of avocado oil. I like to use avocado oil. It's just a lot healthier than some of the other oils. Oh, I'm almost out of this one. Okay. The smell of onion and garlic. So what I'm going to do is squeeze the sausage out of the casing so that it's ground sausage, just like ground beef. You don't want to leave them whole. You want it to be, you know, ground up, mixed with the onions when you create the soup part of it. Okay, I'm just adding a touch of water to steam the onions just a little bit. Instead of adding more oil, you can add water, and it just keeps you from using too much oil while you're cooking. Alright, I'm going to add the sausage now. I took it out of the casing. And just going to smash that up so it cooks evenly. This is the spicy sausage. We like it a little spicy, but you can use, you know, regular sausage is fine. The regular Italian, I meant. I usually use chicken or turkey sausage because it just has a little less fat. The store didn't have any of that, so I had to get the pork kind, but typically I don't use the pork. Now we'll just let that brown a little bit. We're almost there. I try to keep it, you know, to where there's nice chunks so that when you're eating the soup you get nice big hearty bites. Now I like using the vegetable stock. You can use chicken stock, but I just, for some reason, I just love the flavor of vegetable stock better. This pepper grinder has just been a tough one, but I don't want to throw it away because I don't like wasting food, so it just takes a little bit longer because not as much comes out at a time. Himalaya pink sea salt. Also in a grinder, which I love. Two tablespoons of basil. Now we just want this to come to a boil so that we can add the pasta to it. I might let this simmer, 5 or 10 minutes before I add the pasta, just so that the flavors of the basil kind of get into the liquid. Alright, now we're going to add the tortellini. Let me just check on the time these take. Normally these won't take very long. Oh, this one says 6 to 8 minutes. Okay, I usually go on the shorter side when I'm using it for soup. And I like the little rainbow ones because I just think it adds really pretty color to it. Alright, let me set my timer on my phone or my watch here. I'm gonna go 6. All right. We'll just let that do its thing. And maybe in about 3 minutes, I'll add the spinach. And we will be done. All right, now I'm gonna add about 2 cups of spinach. Now this will wilt down quite a bit, so it seems like overwhelming at the moment, but here in about a minute, it'll just be little guys. Just get those leaves down in the water so they wilt, or the broth so they wilt. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to warm up a few tortillas. We like dippers for our soup. I didn't get any baguette or dipping bread. Baguette is the best for this soup, but I forgot to buy it, so we're going to go with what we have. And we have some tortillas, which will be just fine. I just like to get a little warmth to them so I can spread some butter on there. Real butter, of course. I don't use margarine. This little guy doesn't want to melt. There we go. And then what I do is I just take it and I roll it up, and it'll be it. So the butter stays inside. There you go, just like that. And the timer. So I'm just going to turn the fire off. And as soon as we're done grilling these tortillas, all right, super simple, and it's ready to serve. Let me just get the spinach in there so every bite has a little bit of that. So here we go, a little rainbow soup. Okay, here we go. Super simple, quick, and easy. Looks like we'll have a little for lunch tomorrow. All right. And there we are. Okay, taste test. So I like dippers for my soup, so we'll do a little dip. Taste test. Yummy. Nice and hearty after a nice long day of having fun.
Another amazing day is done and over with. And that tortellini was amazing.
You liked it?
I did. That's really hearty for after a full day out in Acadia National Park.
It's chilly now, so the warmth tasted really good.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. So we hope that you guys enjoyed coming along with us on this latest adventure of peace and serenity, quietness. And we hope that you enjoy that type of video, because that's the type of video that we want to make for you folks. Just to give you a different perspective on life, and
just to bring some joy.
Yeah.
To see peace and quiet and nice and beauty and
Yeah.
nature sounds.
So we'll see you on the next one.